Hello, here's a little something for those of you who'd like to experiment a little bit. Alternative tunings. We're very used to having our ukuleles tuned to the standard G, C, E and A. We all know that very well, but you can actually alter the tuning so that you can start playing open chords and various other bits and pieces. This is just a little introduction. We can retune the strings, but you do have to be a little bit careful. The nylon strings will take probably about 2 semitones up or down. If you come too far down, they get very flabby and you can't really play them. If you go too far up, you're going to break a string. So it's within certain parameters you can retune your ukulele. Here's a little example to get you started. The open C tuning. So here we have the normal tuning, G, C, E, A running along the top. And then below that, we've got G, C, E and G. So we're going to change the A string down to a G. And this of course gives us the 3 notes that we need for the C chord, which is G, C and E. So with our tuner set up as per normal, we can see that we are G, C, E and A. And we're going to change that A to a G, so we're just going to turn it down. It's 1 semitone, G sharp, and then down to the G. It's always good to just go a little bit below and then you tune up. So now we have G, C, E and another G. And that gives us the open chord of C. So what's the benefit of tuning to a chord? Well, it means that you just play the open strings. We have the C chord. If you put your finger across the top here as a bar, and to all intents and purposes move the nut down here, that gives you all the major chords. So there's your C, okay, C sharp, D, E flat, and E, and F, F sharp, G, and so on and so forth. So with the C tuning like this, we know that on the 5th fret we have an F, and on the 7th fret we have a G, which means you've got C, F and G. And we've got lots of songs that just play C, F and G. So if you have a go at this, try taking one of the songs. You can actually probably get one off YouTube that we've done and play along with it. So for example, we've got hundreds with C, F and G's, haven't we? But rocking all over the world. Here we are and here we are and here we go, all on board and we're hitting the road, here we go, well, rocking all over the world. Okay, so any song with C, F and G, you can play that using those bar chords. And on top of a version which is playing using the root chords, it can sound very good. The other good thing about it is you can use it for slide. So you'll find a lot of blues musicians will retune the ukulele to a single chord, to an open chord, and it means you can slide up and down the fretboard. In this case we've chosen open C, so we can play blues in C with the F and the G. Ukuleles with the nylon strings aren't that great for the slide, but it does sort of work. I'm not a great exponent of the slide playing, but you can hear that it does sort of work. You also notice that that chord shape is actually a G7th when you open to have an open tuning. So all the chord shapes that you're used to using here change, of course. So you can find all sorts of funny chords just by moving your fingers, playing all the shaped chords that you know, shapes that you know, slide them up. Experiment a bit. You find all sorts of funny things going on. One thing you need to note when you're playing with the slide is that the slide pretty much needs to be on top of the fret. So rather than putting it to one side, which we would normally do behind the fret, the slide needs to be on top of the fret. If I move it back a bit, you can hear it drops in tone. So make sure the slide is actually on top of the fret. So I hope that was of interest, and we'll see you next time.